What's up, everyone? How is it going? Crap. I just hit my mic. Okay, I think it's better now. Okay, sorry about that. How's it going, everyone? In this game, we have Wam as our pink Byzantine spawning in the northwest. And in the southeast, we have Faye as our green Byzantine. Yes, it is a battle of the Byzantines. We have a mirror matchup. Both players are going obviously for the very early cistern. Major differences already. This is exactly why I wanted to cast this Byzantine mirror, to see what each player would be potentially doing. Actually, let's just go over Wam's first, since his is a very standard build. Single cistern into house, and then a mining camp. Remaining villagers will be on food, so it's going to be a 7-3 split. Very standard, what a lot of civilizations do. But with Faye, we have a very different style of play. Of course, the first cistern. Then she sent all her villagers, she sent, I believe, 5 villagers over to her stone, or 4 villagers actually, because we can tell right there. Gathered up 40 stone, went back, turned in, made the second cistern, and then the aqueducts off of the additional stone that she got from building the 2 cisterns. Since when you do build buildings that are at least a 2x2 in size, you'll get stone back. So in this case, she got 8 stone total from making the 2 cisterns. 4 from one, 4 from the other, no extra stone from the aqueducts. And then she goes into your standard 7-3 split, then starts throwing everything else into food. In this case, though, Faye is going for an went for a 7-4 split, and then starts rallying over to food. Wam, very standard, 7-3, rally to food. Off of a single cistern, and now we have the Grand Winery coming down for Wam, of course, on the berry patches themselves. As for Faye, gonna be a little behind, but it's okay. But actually, she's behind just because she went for a different split. She didn't go for this normal 7-3 split, and it looks like Grand Winery coming down for her as well with 4 villagers. Faye, okay, there it is. So both players are going for the Grand Winery. Wam will be getting his up a lot sooner than second TC as well for Fate. Where would I leave off? Oh yeah, Wam will be getting his second TC up a lot sooner than Faye, but I think that's mainly because she went for a 7-4 split, as where with Wam he went for the 7-3, so Faye was lagging behind a little bit on the food, but had an abundance of gold. And it looks like we're going to be getting a second TC potentially out of Wam as well. He already has 8 villagers on wood, going for the wood first and then going into stone. From what it seems like, he doesn't have enough stone though for his second cistern though. So that means Faye will be getting her second TC up before Wam does. That for sure will be, well, yeah, that for sure will be happening. Wait, what is he doing? He gathered up quite a bit of wood, but now he's... That's strange. So he moved over all his villagers. He had about 8-9 villagers on wood. Oh, just to get the mercenary house, and then that's it. Okay, and now he moves over his villagers over to berries. Let's see, what is he gonna go with? Which contract do you choose? And now we're getting walls thrown up as well. I don't know. I don't think Wam knows. No, Wam doesn't know anything. He's completely in the blind right now. Doesn't know if it's an Imperial Hippodrome. Doesn't know anything. He has no vision at all of Faye's base. Which means he also doesn't know that it's gonna be a second TC until he spots it out right now. Goes in, sees that it's a Grand Winery, sees a lot of villagers over on stone, most likely hovers over them. Oh, look at that, 8 villagers on stone. Faye-chan scouting out over here as well, gets full vision, or almost a full scout off on Wam, going up to a level 3 cistern. Has enough stone for the second TC, not enough wood quite yet. That's why she's opting into going for the third TC or third cistern while she waits for the wood to click over. Mercenary house, of course. He ended up going for the Eastern contract. Wham, that is. Ended up going for the Eastern contract. Not enough olive oil yet. Why are you idle, villager? Not enough olive oil yet for the Keshik, but he will be getting that pretty soon. Like, oh, there it goes. As I finished that sentence, he got enough olive oil to get it up. And now a level 5 cistern, or excuse me, a level 4 cistern coming up, as well as the town center. This is going to be really, really good for Faye. Her economy is going to be a lot better than Wham's, even in the short term, because she's going to have that level 4 cistern compared to a level 2, and then also the second TC coming up. So even if the Keshik do get in and attempt to harass, remember, it still has access to Akratoi. Akratoi. There you go. That one. That word. Still has access to Akratoi in order to defend themselves. I'd really like to see textiles coming through as well. Even on the second TC, doesn't really matter. Just get that up, because then your villagers go from 50 health to 75 health, right? Obviously, a lot of you should know that it is a 25 health increase on your villagers, makes them a little bit harder to kill. But there's an added bonus when you're playing as the Byzantines. If you get the textiles, and once you pop Akratoi, you have mini spears. Basically, you have mini spearmen on your side. They get +2 attack, +2 armor, plus they're gonna have 75 health. Where your normal I was gonna call them Lunch Connect. When your normal Lamentinite do have 100 health, your villagers will have 75, but do the same amount of damage, and they'll have 2 armor. Your villagers get tanky extremely quickly. 2 Keshiks are out on the other side of the map. Barracks is going to be coming down for Faye, and we have a fast castle coming through for Wham right now. He is, of course, going to be going for the Golden Horn. There have been a few people that were... Ooh, I don't know if that's in range. I hate that we can't see the influence. Yeah, I can't see if it's in the influence or not. There have been, when Byzantine came out, there were people that were playtesting with the... That's extremely fast. He threw on the Dialectus just to get the hardened. Like she's like, screw that, I'm not waiting 8 seconds or 20 seconds. I want it now. As I was saying though, people were playtesting with the Cistern of the First Hill when when Byzantines first came out. Needless to say, it was very, extremely, not even very, it was just extremely disappointing, extremely lackluster. It doesn't have much going for it. One of the buffs that I would love to see... Oh, what's going on over here? Oh, the Keshik are just beating up on a scout. A buff that I would love to see happen for the Cistern of the First Hill is make it count for 2 cistern levels instead of 1. Like at the bare minimum, let it count for 2. Optimally, I would love for it to count for 3, but I think that would just make it a little too strong, because you go from level 1 to level 4 on Castle Age Up. But even then, I don't see, like, I don't think that'll be that big of a crutch or that big of a buff. Okay, so you go from level 1 to level 4, you had to pay for a landmark in order to do that, and even then the flask ability isn't even that good. It's very situational. For instance, if you're going Keshik in this case, but then you would have also went Imperial Hippodrome instead. That way you could stack Triumph and the Flask ability on one another. So yeah, I don't know. It's one of those landmarks that I don't think will get touched anytime soon. If it does, that'd be amazing. I'd love to see it get buffed. I'd love to see more versatility in every single one of these civilizations, not just the new ones. Take Abbey of the Kings, for instance. I would love for that to get buffed. And I would love to see Council Hall get nerfed one way or another, just so there's more build diversity. And that's not going to happen until Council of Hall gets nerfed and a decent buff happens onto the king, either on the king or the Abbey of the Kings itself. Then you also have other landmarks as well, like the Saharan Trade Network. Wow, what else is there? There's so many. The Golden Gate. Wait, is it called the Golden Gate? No. Wow, I can't remember what it's called for the Rust. Anyways, there's quite a few Keshik right here that are gonna get some villager kills. That was a very delayed response by by Faye Chan pulling those villagers back. Wam is able to get a total of 3 villager kills so far, none over to Faye. Even then though, Faye is sitting on 51 villagers because of that 2 TC and level 5 cisterns for a solid 3 minutes now. So her eco is doing extremely well for itself. Meanwhile, Wam is sitting on level 2 cistern, barely getting the level 3, does have a second TC of his own up and running, so the villager count is going to be basically staying steady as it is right now, unless more damage comes through, more harass comes through, like these Keshiks that are about to burn this down. More than anything, it's for the Keshik right now, I don't think they're actually gonna try to break through. They just want to gain health. Remember, any attack on hit or anything that they attack will gain them gain them health. They're not Jeanne d'Arc, they don't gain experience, but yeah, anything that they hit does regen their health. So that's basically what that was. Attack the wall, gain health, back off, come back, find another little segment, rinse and repeat until they're full health, because they're not going to be engaging anytime soon. Nice little walls over here. And the first, oh well, then again, Faye isn't in castle at all, nowhere near castle yet either. She's been playing very defensively. Meanwhile, behind that, I completely missed it. Wam is sitting on 3 relics, grabbing a 4th, and the 4th one is about to be checked in. Where's the 5th one? Definitely not gonna be able to get the 5th one anytime soon. Yeah, that's Faye's relic for sure. Does need to drop a monastery though. Does have the wood for it, so it's not like that's gonna be that big of an issue. And remember, when you put relics inside of the Grand Winery, it does not give you gold, it does give you olive oil. 239 olive oil per minute. That's pretty good, because as the Byzantine, until you start sitting on like 50 farms, you're gonna be starved out. Wait, why is the monastery right there? And there was a hole, there's a gap in the wall. These Keshiks should not be there. Was there a berry bush there? Okay, Akratoy does get propped for our pink Byzantine for Wam. That Wololo wasn't gonna be getting anything anyways, but it's a nice attempt. Faye was able to get 7 villagers through that little sneaky gap, and now we see what a wacky wall that is. Oh my gosh, that's sometimes walling is good, sometimes you get that. And for me, like, all that did was bring back my freaking pseudo PTSD of playing against Zerg. where I think I have a full wall as Protoss against Zerg, and then next thing you know, there's 50 Zerglings in my base because my stupid Zealot or Adept didn't hold position like it was supposed to. And then they're just like, sure, why not? Thank you. I'm just gonna destroy all your probes. I'm gonna empower all your buildings, and I'm gonna win the game. Awesome. This wall still isn't done yet either. There's a gap there. Wait, what's going on over here? Anyways, we're playing AoE4, not StarCraft. Faye-chan finally hitting castle at the 15-minute mark. Her control has been pretty good this game, considering she hasn't lost when it was castle against feudal. Wam did have a solid opportunity to attack, but he's decided to work on his own eco and lay off for a bit. But that may cost him in the long run, because Faye is currently sitting on 77 villagers. That's a 20 villager lead for Faye over Wam. How many TCs is she on? Just the what? Or I mean, just the 2 TCs still, right? How is she so far ahead? Unless that second TC for Wam came in a lot later than I thought it did. It looked like he was sitting on a 2 TC for not... Oh, that's a lot of freaking Lamentinite for Faye. Wam sitting on 60 villagers, 46 military, 15 golems. Oh yeah, those are golems. Yeah, I forgot. Mercenary camp. Like, how is he getting golems? 15 golems, 15 crossbows, 13 Keshik. 3 monks, I guess. I could add those in. Meanwhile, for Faye, she's sitting on 83. Oh, these archers, or I mean, excuse me, these crossbows are gonna have a lot of work to put in. The golems are gonna be able to cleave through these as well. Not necessarily cleave, they're gonna be able to do a decent amount of damage onto these. That monk is gonna go down too, though, as soon as it goes in to try to pick up the relic. But let's just focus on this fight right now. That is a very overwhelming amount of Lamentinite for Faye. She's gonna be able to just bully her way through this. Shield wall has been up this entire time. Few heals going on onto the Keshiks. Lamentinite are pushing the Keshiks of Wam back, but the golems are able to stay strong for a decent amount of time. These are not the range units you want to have at this moment in time, though. And it looks like Faye's gonna be able to push for the win right here. Yeah, the crossbows are gonna be able to get rid of the enemy Keshiks, or get rid of Faye's Keshiks, but without a front line, there's nothing else you could really do. You have no sustainability anymore. There is a Mangonel outpost, but Wam kited Faye's units away from his own outpost, and now we're getting a few more units coming in. Golems, Keshiks are finally getting into the mix now that the Lamentinite numbers have diminished. Nice little kiting, and has found himself a good spot. Akratoi did get used on for Wam. More and more units are bleeding in for our green Byzantine player. The Mangonel has came out. It should be able to get a nice shot right there, but those Lamentinite do not know how to die. Another now that was a good Mangonel shot from the outpost. Really good defense by Wam, but is he going to be able to hold? Is he going to be able to recover from this? He didn't really lose that many villagers, though. Currently only 8 villager kills for Faye, 3 for Wam, so he's not that far behind. Yeah, he's still behind 23 workers, don't get me wrong, but as long as it didn't look like he lost that many. He lost what, 4, I want to say, during that entire thing, even though he did pull villagers in order to help defend. And that outpost is putting in a lot of work. Look at that right there. As long as Wam keeps fighting underneath these Mangonel outposts, these fights are going to continually go in his favor. More and more Lamentinite are bleeding in. or excuse me, more and more Lamentinite are streamlining in, as well as a few Keshiks for faye, and now villagers are starting to go down. Faye did pull a few of the Keshiks off to the side into the olive groves in order to pick off 2, maybe 3 villagers right there, and now we're getting, oh, this outpost has been amazing. Now this outpost right here is straight up the VIP right now, or the MVP. There's no two ways about it. The amount of free damage that Mangonel outpost did on all of those Lamentinite was absolutely gorgeous. And I think I'm losing my voice in the middle of this cast. Awesome possum. There was an attempted outpost getting placed in the middle of the map. Small denial there, but those 2 Keshiks, oh, one of the 2 Keshiks does go down, and now we're getting full walls set up right here, right in front of Wam's base, and now Wam is pushing forward. The numbers for faye have been severely crippled. Faye is currently sitting on 23 Lamentinite, 5 Keshiks, 3 Ghouloms, as we're with Wam. He's sitting on 33 crossbows, 11 Ghouloms, 4 Keshiks, and of course, a single monk. But Wam is behind 26 villagers. The eco for faye is far superior in just straight villager numbers right now. She is going out. She is starting her olive grove transition, as we're with Wam. He started that ages ago. He started that back during Age of Empires 3. It's Age of Empires 4 now. Faye is very behind in that case. But we are getting Mangonel outposts here. Throwing down. Oh, that one's gonna get burned down. Is that fortification? Yeah, fortification is coming up on the Mangonel outpost, and we are getting. Oh, I forgot about that. Because these are Ghouloms. Oh, I totally forgot about that. They're able to build Mangonels out on the field. That is amazing. I totally forgot about that. Meanwhile, behind this though, we are getting Wam. Oh, Mangonel shot whiffs just barely though. That is a lot of Ghouloms for our pink Byzantine player. Wam does need to kite this as best as he can. Nice shot, goes in the middle of everything, only hits a single crossbow out of all of them. And wait, what killed the Mangonel there? I didn't see anything hit it. But nice kiting from Wam, keeping that huge crossbow ball up and running. We do have a Mangonel, or excuse me, not a Mangonel, an outpost getting put up right here in the front as well for Wam. Imperial Age is finished for him. He did choose to go with the foreign engineering company. He is going to be able to get the nest of bees, Hui Hui Pow, and the royal cannon. With his nice, very, very nice amount of olive groves in the back, he has the olive oil. In order to do so, he ends up going for the royal cannon as his first. Oh, nice Mangonel shot. Barely whiffs though. Oh my god, I am totally losing my voice. That mango shot was amazing though, and now we're getting Keshiks flanking from the east side of the map, from the right side of the screen. Nice kiting coming down from Wam, able to go back, do quite a bit of damage with those crossbows without losing too many of them. But it does seem like he's gonna start getting overwhelmed ever so slightly by these Ghouloms. Lance Connect, or not Lance Connect. Whoa, that was a good, that could have been a really good shot from those Mangonels, but it whiffs. It only hits, not totally whiffs, only hits 2 out of those 25-ish crossbows right there. The outpost does go down. Ghouloms are going to be coming in. Royal Cannon is out, and that will be, if it decided to, it could have ended up getting rid of, wait, artillery shot. I did not know that. I hardly ever play against royal cannons, so that's news to me. Artillery shot, no idea. Let's check the stats really quick. 130 damage plus 650 to buildings, 650 to ships. So it two shots the Minion out, right? That's the main thing. Ooh, it almost one shots it too. Just throw a little bit of damage onto it. We do have a defensive keep coming out right in front of Wam's base. He is out of gold back home. He's gonna have to either start trading. Oh wait, there are no traders on this map. I totally forgot about that. I remember why I hate this map. Since I love trading, he is gonna be forced out of this position. This royal cannon is gonna be under fire. Nice little pullback on it. It's gonna go down though to those 3 mangonels, and now we're getting a full surround from Faye Chan yet again, all over these extremely weakened crossbows. There is another royal cannon out on the field. I'm pretty sure he should have went with the nest of bee. Instead, he can go with the artillery shot to do that bonus area of effect damage that we just learned about right now for an engineering company coming through for our Faye Chan as well. This, oh wait, what are you doing, royal cannon? Why are you going out, royal cannon? Don't do it. Villagers are getting pulled as well for some apparent reason. I think they're migrating over to the gold. They're also going to be spamming up a second keep right here at the gold, which he does need because he's completely out of gold. He has all the other resources. He has no gold income right now whatsoever. A total of 44 villagers are going to be getting that keep up in order to attempt to secure this base. But with Faye going into Imperial, she does have access to the Hui Pao as well, and now the Lamentinite are going to be going forward. Keshiks are going to be swarming the right side of the screen again. Nice flanks are being set up by Faye. The royal cannon is attempting to try to get some damage in onto the mangonels, are unable to. They do get kited back. There are 2 keeps right here though for Wam that he could fall back to. The Royal Knight needs to stay alive. That's the only thing that Wam currently has in order to defend himself against the mangonels. As long as he keeps the Royal Cannon out on the field, there's not much those mangonels can do until he gets a bigger number. And we see our first elephants as well. Tower elephants, tower elephants, tower elephants. Oh, 1 second. Royal Cannon against Royal Cannon. Lamentinite are pushing forward as well as the Keshik, and now the Tower Elephant is there as well to do a little extra bonus damage. 2 cannons. One of those cannons. Okay, both cannons are at full health now. We need to see what's gonna happen. We do have another full-fledged attack coming through. The cannons are under fire. One will be going down. Oh, it barely stays alive. Is it? Oh, the artillery shot hits the barracks and kills the royal cannon as well. The royal cannon of Wam is gonna kill the royal cannon of Faye, but I don't know if Faye is overextending here. That's a lot of dead villagers. There's so much going on this screen. Villagers are dying to the top. There's army getting caught right here in the middle between 2 towns, between 2 keeps that are just getting completely destroyed as well. And even then, the Lamentinite with shield wall are able to tank so much damage. There's also an outpost right here to add additional fire onto the Lamentinite, but they do take 50% reduced damage. I don't know who is winning right now. I really don't. 92 villagers for Wam. The number is dropping though. This needs to switch over to Presidium in order to reduce the amount of damage that these buildings take. Wait, or is it only just fire damage? No, yeah, damage taken by 25%. That keep would have survived a lot longer. I don't think Wam is gonna be able to hold. He's been struggling for the last 5 minutes to get gold, and he's getting cut off yet again. Meanwhile, we have how many villagers? 28 villagers total for Faye, just gathering up as much gold as they want. We do have Nesta B Nesta B finally out. It is going to do a decent amount of AoE damage onto the Lament Knight. I'm pretty sure we needed that a lot sooner to start clearing these up, since he wasn't able to make any mangonels due to the lack of gold. And now the Royal Knights are going to be getting some nice shots in. Keshik are trying to dive on top of the Royal Cannons of Faye and the mangonels. Those were some beautiful mangonel shots right there. A lot of crossbows are going down, but the numbers are still pretty viable for the most part. That, oh man, I know I'm making just a lot of random sound effects. It's because these mangonel shots could be game ending at any moment. But Wam's micro has been on point. He's staying in control. He's staying cool, calm, and collected, as you should when things like this are happening. But he has no gold. That's the main issue. That's been the issue this entire time, is his lack of gold. He does have the olive oil in order to get mercenaries, but that's not going to be enough. What's his? So 900 olive oil a minute. How many mercenaries houses does he have? He has one mercenary house, and then he also has the foreign engineering company. So what he needed to possibly do in this scenario was drop another mercenary house, just so he could start cranking out double the production of. Okay, so there's more barracks coming up, but that might be a little too late. And also, these aren't the best. This isn't the best position for these barracks as well, since you are getting pushed down the middle like that. But yeah, with 2, maybe 3 more houses, mercenary houses, he would have been able to produce non-stop golems. And well, you definitely don't want Keshik, but at least the golems would have been able to be tanking some damage for you. And now the Lament Knight have broken into the base of Wam, and now they're going to be sniping out these. How are they so fast? 1.44. They don't have shield wall up. How are they so fast? I do not get it. Oh, give me what? I don't understand. The Royal Cannons are still there. They're still up and running. They're still doing a lot of damage in the back. But I don't think Wam is going to be able to hold. He's definitely not going to be able to hold. Now that I see that, now that I see the military count, there's currently only 6 military for him. There is a elephant that just comes out, but it's not going to be enough. The Royal Cannons could turn and just kill it. That's the thing. That's the main issue right now. Like I said, Wam has just been gold starved for so long that he's not going to be able to. And GG gets called. Game goes to our green. To our green Byzantine player. That was really well played by Faye. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.